Welcome back to Bike Fusion Hub. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most beloved retro cruisers on Indian roads at the 2026 Royal Enfield Classic 350. This bike has been a favorite for riders who want that timeless charm, a relaxed cruising experience, and daily usability wrapped in a vintage package. Let's break down everything you need to know, from design and features, to performance, pricing, and what really sets this bike apart. The Classic 350 isn't just another motorcycle, it's a rolling piece of heritage. Royal Enfield has managed to evolve this iconic model over the years while maintaining the soul that made it a legend in the first place. In 2026, the Classic 350 continues this legacy with subtle but meaningful updates that keep it relevant for modern riders while staying true to its roots. Starting with the heart of the bike at the engine, the 2026 Classic 350 is powered by a refined 349cc A-series single-cylinder, aero oil-cooled engine. This unit produces around 20.2 bhp of power and 27 Nm of torque, and it's paired with a smooth 5-speed gearbox that's designed for relaxed cruising rather than higher revving performance. What makes the A-series notable is its improved refinement. Vibrations are much reduced compared to older Royal Enfields, yet the bike retains that signature thump that classic riders love. Out on the road, the Classic 350 feels calm and confident. The lower-end torque makes city riding effortless, giving you enough grunt to take off from lights or overtake slower traffic without constantly ringing the throttle. On highways, it is happiest cruising in the 80–90 km/h range, and can comfortably sustain speeds up to 110–115 km/h if you need to stretch your legs a bit. It's not a sports bike, but it doesn't try to be. It's all about that relaxed, almost meditative ride that lets you enjoy the journey, not just the destination. One of the Classic 350's strongest selling points is its fuel efficiency and range. With a 13-litre fuel tank in the efficient engine setup, the Classic returns excellent numbers for a 350cc cruiser. Real world mileage often lands in the 35–40 Macron km/L range, with some riders even seeing figures around 42 Macron km/L on highways when ridden gently. That translates to a substantial touring range, often 450 Macron km or more on a full tank, which makes weekend rides or long highway cruises far less stressful. Design is where the Classic 350 really shines. This bike delivers timeless styling that harks back to Royal Enfield's storied past, complete with a teardrop fuel tank, flowing fenders, and lots of chrome and rounded shapes that evoke classic British motorcycles. The 2026 model introduces new premium color schemes like emerald, commando sand, and madras red, while still offering traditional finishes like matte black and chrome for riders who prefer a more classic look. But the Classic 350 isn't just about pretty looks, it gets modern touches too. The semi-digital instrument cluster blends a classic analog speedometer with a small LCD screen that shows useful info like trip meters, fuel level, and an eco indicator. On higher trims, equipment like LED lighting, dual-channel ABS, and even USB charging ports or tripper navigation pods can be found as standard or optional features, making the Classic feel more contemporary and practical for daily use and touring. Handling and ride comfort are tuned for cruisers as the bike uses a twin-down tube spine frame, telescopic front forks, and twin rear shocks that offer a plush ride over city potholes and highway undulations alike. At around 195 Macron kg curb weight and with an accessible 805 Macron seat height, the Classic 350 is quite manageable for a wide range of riders. The seat itself is wide and comfortable, perfect for extended journeys, though some riders report that long rides, 100 Macron km plus, can eventually make you shift around for comfort, especially if you're on roads with frequent bumps. Braking duties are handled by a 300 Macron front disc and a 270 Macron rear disc on most variants, with dual-channel ABS on higher trims for added safety. The brakes feel confident and predictable, which is important for a bike of this weight and character. Suspension is compliant enough to take the edge off rough surfaces, though firm hits can still translate through the seat, as expected on a classic-styled cruiser. Now let's talk price, and it's important to stress that pricing can vary by location, taxes, variants, and dealer add-ons. In India, where this bike is most widely sold, Exar showroom prices for the 2026 Classic 350 start at around a superscript 1.83 lakh for the base Redditch series and go up to around a superscript 2.18 a superscript 2.19 lakh for premium trims like the Chrome or Gold Classic variants. On-road prices including taxes and insurance typically range higher depending on the city and variant. Of course, prices outside India can vary significantly. For example, in Bangladesh the Classic 350 has been listed around Macron 4,12,000, including local specs and duties. So what's the unique selling point of the Classic 350? It's not about insane horsepower or cutting-edge electronics. The Classic 350 sells its experience, a heritage, comfort, and character. It's a bike that invites you to slow down, enjoy the ride, and connect with every twist of the throttle. Whether you're cruising through city streets, heading out on a weekend escape, or simply want a bike that turns heads with its retro charm, the Classic 350 has an emotional appeal that few competitors can match. To wrap up, the 2026 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is a motorcycle that honors its roots while offering just enough modern refinement to stay practical in today's world. It delivers respectable performance, timeless design, strong fuel efficiency, and a pleasant riding experience that's both relaxed and engaging. For many riders, it's not just a bike, it's a lifestyle choice that brings joy every time you twist the throttle. That's it from us today on Bike Fusion Hub. If you're thinking about picking one for yourself, drop your questions or thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think about this classic machine. Ride safe and see you in the next video.